Oh, I got a little excited on the downhill.
Lots of climbing, good fast descents, lots of people crashing everywhere. It was cool. It's really fun. Coming up after the break, we've got Yo Eddie, Julie Furtado, and this show's Fat Tire destination, Miller's Rock.
So stay tuned.
Welcome to Fat City Cycles!
Well, here we are at Fat City Cycles in Somerville, Massachusetts, home of the Fat Chance and some of the world's best mountain bikes. We build bikes here from tubing out of steel and titanium. Comes in here and we get machines that do real accurate fit up to the joints here. You can see all these tubes here have been prepped to do a run of bikes. So here we've got our doming machine that I'm in the process of setting up here. We spin the tube down to a point and then put a notch in it so we can fit the dropout in and have a light, strong joint. When you're accelerating or when you're sprinting, you get better energy transfer from the bottom bracket to the rear of the wheel. That those tapering tubes actually end up not providing the stiffness you need to get good response to your rear wheel. We've got some sleeve tubes going on here for our titanium models that help build in more stiffness. With titanium, it's not as stiff a material as steel, so we get a lot more stiffness out of titanium by beefing it up. And this is our first tack frame in this tack run. So what we're going to do is check to make sure that what we set up is what we wanted.
People call and ask if this is a weight loss clinic in Massachusetts.
And it is, isn't it?
Of course it is. Exercise, ride a bike.
We'll eat anything.
Oh, thanks.
We endorse Joel Cola. So have you ever ridden one of their bikes?
Nope. I went in this morning and looked on the wall. I'm going to have to borrow one.
It's an apple diet, no less.
Okay, well listen.
Delectable. Simply delectable. Never been on one of their bikes. Never. Okay. Sad.
What do you make of that, Mary?
I think it's pretty sad, actually.
Of our brazing is done with a very low temperature silver that's also very high strength.
What's with the flora here?
The flora, well, this is kind of like the canary in the coal mine. We make sure that none of these plastic plants keel over and die, and thus it's safe to be here. So now we're headed into the inner sanctum of the paint department. In here we apply our beautiful finishes and custom paint jobs. So these are the end result of what he's doing. You can see he's got a nice gradual fade down the length of the tube. Yo Eddie is our team mascot. He endorses some of our products and cheers us on when we do it right and gives us a hard time when we're not doing things up to snuff. But we have so many different models and sizes that it's important for us to stock them so that if you need a particular color or a particular model shipped right out, we can take care of that. Whether you're climbing a hill or you're doing trials or single track or screaming downhill, the bike isn't holding you back. It doesn't make you want to slow down on a downhill. It doesn't hold you back from single track riding or climbing or whatever you want to do on the bike. You're just having fun. You're getting a smile on your face.
Do a little bit of that mountain biking thing. Ride up those hills.
swimming.
Well, I was born in New York City, and then, but only lived there for a year, and grew up in New Jersey for 6 years, maybe, and then Vermont. But I live in Colorado now. I don't think there's that much correlation between the two sports. I think the only time it really helps is maybe descending and picking out lines. That comes from ski racing, but other than that, they're really quite different sports. I think a lot of people don't realize how important rest is. And when I first started bike racing, I didn't, and I thought the harder you trained, the better you got. It's more about using a heart monitor to gauge how I'm riding and to, on certain days, just get up within a range to prepare me for the race. Because that's really all training should be, is prepare you to race, and I think I've done that better this year than years past. And I've been fortunate enough to be on the race days and not have a bad day yet this year racing. And you got to have motivation from within yourself. I don't know if I really set goals. I wanted to win the World Cup. And that's something that's really hard to set a goal at because it's just, you know, a whole year thing. It's so hard to predict. I mean, nationals are real important too, but World Cup, there's more of them, and it's a longer span of time, and it's against the whole world. I mean, obviously, I think it's a little bit harder to win. After Mammoth, for me, there's a lot of stress taken off because now we're just to the final races, and I don't feel like I've gotten all the points I can get. You know, I always wanted to do a dual slalom. One like I was out there thinking I was going to win. I just thought it would be fun, and it was fun. I mean, it was tense and nerve-wracking and something very new and hard, a lot harder than it looks. You can't compete in downhill unless you practice it a lot, and that's why I haven't done them in the past. You know, I've been pressured to do them all year, and it was short enough where I could go up and practice it this morning before my run. Sometimes I have things I have to do, and when you get pulled 10 different directions all the time, you know, sometimes it's pretty tough. But it's hard to deal with questions from people who know nothing about the sport. After a while, when you hear the same question again and again, that gets a little hard sometimes. I would really thank, you know, everyone that comes out to watch the races and supports the sport. And I know that's what you think everyone would say, but I think it's great, and I hope it just continues to grow and get bigger. Getting out in the woods or out places where there aren't cars and there aren't a lot of people and it's just real beautiful, and getting a workout doing it, which always feels good afterwards, I think that's the greatest thing about mountain biking. It's my profession, it's my job, and if I'm not out there giving it my all, then I'm not a true professional.
You're watching the Fat Tire Journal, the fattest.
Champion across the line. Well, we said he couldn't take the tire off. He took the tire off because the wheel is a third.
Welcome to beautiful Mammoth Lakes, California, site of Norba National Competition. I think the sport of mountain biking is doing okay. How much do you get paid to say this year?
Berries. This is proper downhill food right here. Honey, how do you think the kamikaze rates this year?
Rates about a 3.5.
A 3.5 on which? Is that the Richter scale or the HD Purple TV scale?
It's a Herbal headache scale.
Yeah.
HBTV.
And welcome to beautiful Osaka, Japan. What? No HB billboards? I don't know about this place. Buddha, Buddha.
ご遠慮ください。
選手の方が吹っ飛んでまいりますのがソロ級でございますので、どうぞコースサイドから応援をお願いいたします。
CB Radio, multi-stereo, and coffee. Say hi to Dashi. Hi. ありがとう。こんにちは。HBTV。はい。いますね。 Looks funky Japanese something balls. Beautiful noodles. Where's my poster, Ishi? What kind of HP booth is this?
Arenda.
How am I supposed to be a superstar when I'm not plastered everywhere, huh? That's better. Now I want 500 of those stuck on every car. Soon to be sashimi. I need this in my backyard. What do we have here, Ned?
A live rattlesnake. I caught it and then skinned it.
Impressive. Did you eat the meat?
Yes. Raw, of course, Japanese style.
Oh. Do you want me to take over, Ned? Okay.
My name's Dan Craig, and I'm director of Ride for the Rainforest. Well, we had over 800 riders. Our preliminary totals for cash and donations collected by our participants was over $110,000. And the money is all brought here, and then Rainforest Action Network disperses it to